couple nature-inspired spawn point pointers, a certain spot on Grantine Valley you need to avoid. Visual proof you pretty much can't get up both leap of faith ladders if the ops can shoot halfway decent, a couple do's and don'ts, and at the end, a nice demonstration of a tangy iteration on intentional disrespect. Welcome to Norway. You are in the drop zone and I am JealousFist. Yes, I am. And today we're talking tactics, tips only, in which we discuss little tips just to see how they feel, and then we pull out of here. Like extra content, I've written an accompanying article to talk a little further on the concepts and ideas raised by this video. Find it on JealousFist.com and the link in the description. Tip 1. Spawn like the salmon do. Upon spawning, you need to move. Vigor spawn points are randomized and generally one won't find oneself spawning within a couple of seconds of a guy, but it can and does happen. As soon as the countdown hits 0 and your map disappears, you need to start running. Even if you're planning on dashboarding because you're scared of a guy, or if your friend just got online and sent you an invite, whatever. At least run to a bush somewhere away from where you were because there's almost always somebody around who knows the spots nearby to check. Take what I just said and multiply it by 3 if you see a monster or a TryHard in the lobby. Tip number 2, 80s horror for the win. In reference to and in honor of the previous tip and the movie The Thing, starring Kurt Russell. How awesome is that movie, by the way? Anakin is a wide open, large, and sprawling map that in some places, such as this one, you can see into other spawn almost immediately. Luckily for me, this guy was so distracted by the staggering beauty of the night sky in this place that I had all the time in the world to dump 2.5 magazines into him, all whilst lying in the pristine snow of Norway's chilly Arctic North. It's cold, but she is pretty around here. Tip number 3, safety check. Don't get stuck here or you can die. This one really hurt deep inside. Avoid this pain and this spot. If not for yourself, then do it for the lady you call mom, who you only met 1 week ago because she reminds you of better times before the war, and calling her that helps you cope with the grief and privation of recent times. Nothing weird. Tip number 4, death climb. Climb to victory, not death. If a guy is pretty close when you haven't even gotten to the ladders, you cannot get up both before he will catch up to you. I know better and should have known this wouldn't work, but I thought I would be fancy and nuke him and gain enough time to make it happen, as in get up both ladders. As you can see, it didn't work and I fell down the ladder. My very own Norwegian and irradiated redo of the ending to DieHard. Do you guys think Bruce Willis could get an airdrop? I think so. Yes, I do. Well, not nowadays, but totally during peak Willis. Poor guy. Tip number 5, bogus bush. To be fair, on the front end here, this guy did not have a lot of options. That being said, moving on, it's never a good idea to jump straight into a bush when you've been flashbanged, when you're confused and or disoriented. Don't do it. If that guy wouldn't have done that, he would have surely lived. Look at all the shots he missed and all the time he had. The opportunity was ample. He didn't have a lot of time or eyesight, but the little he had was both wasted and obscured by that bogus bush. Tip number 6, good instincts, bad execution. When a man is HE single hockey stick bent on reaching out and touching you with a Remy, you do want to run for good hard cover like this lamentable Lenny. This guy did it all wrong though. You want to get behind something you can't get shot when behind it. Places such as here are not what I described previously in such a highly technical, specific, and long-winded manner. Nope, sure isn't. Tip number 7, slow and savory shooting. Take your time and enjoy yourself, and Providence provides perfectly placed persons properly positioned for finger trigger pulling and clicky clicky. If something like this happens, the only way he lives is if you screw it up, so don't. Make sure to move around a little and switch character stances randomly because he will fight back. Have caution though. I did know, due to events in this specific game, that my back was safe and I didn't have to sweat being shot in the back, because I don't do that except for maybe 20 times a day. Tip number 8. Bridged crossed lovers. These ill-starred lovers were on their way to the Fisk restaurant, not far from this tragic murder scene, only to be burned down because I didn't like the look of their outfits. Shame. The second kill was so overcome with grief and loss, she ran out into plain sight into the wide open of this bridge. I don't think she made it out of this one, to be honest. Learn from Romeo and Juliet. Bridges are both wondrous and dangerous, especially when a guy is behind a big giant boulder with a big gun and you're not. Tip number 9. ears. Use them. With the amount of noise I was making as I made my way up to the comm station, I should have been dead. If this guy was paying attention the way he needed to, I would have. Within about 20 meters when one is wearing headphones, it's nearly impossible to not hear a dude if he's running around on wooden walkways such as the ones I was upon, doing a not unreasonable impersonation of a drunken horse. Don't get so caught up in looting and doing your own thing that you get got and dead. Ooh, so thrilling here in Norway, always. Can't even go and touch the radio without some guy coming to shoot you. Tip number 10, check that disrespect. Not everyone in Norway is as respectful and well-mannered as all of us are on this channel. You would never, ever see myself or one of my friends taunting and emoting to get a rise out of someone. Wouldn't happen, no way. Definitely haven't been dressed down by other content producers over alleged war crimes and atrocities committed by myself or upon my command or by one of my captains. Clips or it didn't happen. So, to teach a guy a lesson after he's whistling and telling rude jokes about all your girlfriends and your wife, what a skis, right? You need to impale him with a transmitter. Be a gentleman and make your way out to the exit in as saunterly and arrogant a manner as possible. Take care to rub it in properly. Whistle, wave, say hey. Maybe take your cell phone out, call his wife, let her know, because you know he's hate watching and will be extra frustrated and enraged when he's realized he's wasted all that time to watch you get out with your airdrop and his stuff. Don't feel bad, he made you do it and I said it's okay. And I'm number one, so that means it's okay, you gotta do what I say, right? Right, all right, moving on. We didn't go as deep as we normally would on tactics, but I think tips only still felt very nice. Sure was. Please like, subscribe, comment, and if you've some time, please share this out in some way. That really does help. Health update real fast. I saw the sports doctor the morning of recording this and the news is good. I have a feeling why. I think I know why that is. Probably because we try hard or die easy, and as always, I am your number one airdrops retrieve, 15,000 and counting. All time, all systems, and your favorite official Vigor partner's favorite official Vigor partner, JealousFist. Bye.